Welcome to Pass Academy. In this video, we are going to look at bicyclo alkanes. So, bicyclo alkanes are basically made up of two cycloalkanes being fused together. So, for example, we can have a bicycloalkane in this way. So, looking at this particular structure, we can make two different cycloalkanes out of this. So, we can have a cycloalkane here and another cycloalkane like this. So what this means is these two cycloalkanes are being fused together at these points. And so when they are fused together, we have bicycloalkanes. And the point where they are fused together is known as the bridge of our cycloalkane. So this gives us the bridge of the bicycloalkanes. Let's move on to the naming of bicycloalkanes. So, in naming bicycloalkanes, let's say in this particular way, we count the number of carbon atoms in our cycloalkanes. So, we start the numbering from the carbon atom at the bridge. So, we have a carbon atom here at the bridge. So, we start the numbering from here. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So in total, we have 5 carbon atoms in our bicycloalkane. So an alkane with 5 carbon atoms is known as pentane. So we have pentane. And then we look at the number of carbon atoms at the maximum parts or the maximum number of carbon atoms at either sides of the bridge. So taking this as our bridge, we have 1 carbon atom here, we have 2 here, and then we look at the other side of the bridge, we have only 1 carbon atom here. And then we come to the bridge itself. Looking at the bridge, we have no carbon atom on the bridge. So the carbon atoms at the bridge are not included in our counting. So in naming this particular bicycloalkane, we bring the prefix bicyclo and then brackets, and then we arrange the number of carbon atoms in the descending order. So we have 2 here, we have 1 here, and then we have 0 at the bridge. So in the descending order, we have 2, 1, and then 0, and then we bring the name of our alkane, which is pentane in this case. So let's move on and then take another example. The bicycloalkane like this. So the rule says we should start the numbering from the bridge. And then let's have a look at this. We have 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's count either way as well. We have 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. So we can see that both sides of the bridge contain the same number of carbon atoms, and so we can do the numbering either ways. So let's count the number of carbon atoms in the whole bicycloalkane, which is 10, and an alkane with 10 number of carbon atoms is known as the cane. And now let's count the number of carbon atoms on the either sides of the bridge. So we come to this side of the bridge, the right hand side of the bridge. We have 1, 2, 3, And then when we come to the other side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms. Then we come to the bridge. So on the bridge, without counting the carbon atoms at the bridge, we have no carbon atoms on the bridge. So therefore, the number of carbon atoms on the bridge is equal to 0. And then we have 4 here. We have 4 here. So the name of this bicyclo alkane can be written as bicyclo and then into brackets 4, 4, 0, decane. So let's continue and then take another example. In this case, bicyclo alkane in this way. So we start the numbering from the bridge. So we put number 1 here. And then if we look at our left hand side, we have 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms here. If we go to our left hand side, we have 1. Go to our right hand side, we have 1, 2 carbon atoms. And then on the bridge, we have 1 carbon atom. So we have 3 carbon atoms here. We have 1 here and then 2 here. Now let's count the total number of carbon atoms in this bicyclo alkane. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the name of an alkane with 8 carbon atoms is octane. And then we come to the naming of the structure itself. So we bring the prefix bicyclo and then into brackets. Now we have 3. We arrange the numbers in the descending order 3, 2, 1, and then the name of the alkane, which in this case is octane. So in naming our bicyclo alkanes, we first have to identify the number of carbon atoms on either sides of the bridge, and then after that we look at the number of carbon atoms on the bridge without considering where both cycloalkanes are fused. We look at the number of carbon atoms on the main bridge, and so in this case we only have 1 carbon atom on the bridge. And so in writing the full name of our bicycloalkane, we arrange the numbers in the descending order and then add the name of our alkane to the main structure name. This brings us to the end of this video. Meet us in the next video for more educational stuff.